Good afternoon and welcome to yet another edition of MSU Inside Out. We took a week hiatus for spring break, but we're back again. I'm your host, Derek.
And I'm Jamie. We have a great show today. I know we have some sports with Shane, so talking a little bit of wrap up on basketball and softball and baseball off to a great start. And I think Thomas is actually talking to a couple of the players. Softball's out to a 14-1 start already. Thomas will be live from the Dome with some baseball and softball players. I'll be speaking to an MSU alumni and now a PR director for Minot Fashion Week. We'll hear all about that in a little bit later. But first, Minot State came into some extra monies, didn't they, Kyle?
Yep, from the Sertoma Club, so a little donation from Sertoma Club, and we'll get to that right away. The Minot Sertoma Club has been in the Minot area for decades now and has always donated to Minot State. This past Wednesday, the club donated $36,000 to the MSU Development Foundation. The donation of the fund will fund the purchase of a new voice lab equipment for the Department of Communication Disorders. The club established the Minot Sertoma Club Scholarship in 1989 to assist the MSU Communication Disorders students to purchase then state-of-the-art technology equipment. The club's total donation to MSU is approximately $175,000 to date. With the winter weather not in spring mode quite yet, illness can strike easier. Over 40 years ago, Minot State opened its first student health center. Chris Price has more on the story.
1972 marks the year that the Student Health Center opened here on MSU's campus. Originating in Hartnett Hall, the health center is now located in Lura Manor, and they offer a variety of services.
Our main things that we do would be colds, a lot of upper respiratory. We do STD testing, we do a lot of immunizations, and we will see students for really anything that they want to talk to us about, any health issue.
With the cold weather approaching Minot in early fall, it brings the busiest time of the year for the health center. Flu shots arrive right before classes start and get distributed as soon as possible.
We had 250 flu vaccine, and over half of them were administered to students this last year.
During fall orientation, the health center targets incoming freshmen. All students in the resident halls get a goodie bag with information about the services offered by the health center.
If we're here and they can come here, we want them to do that because we are pretty economical for them.
Try to stay clean and healthy here this winter season. You can use hand sanitizer or wash your hands whenever you can. If you're feeling a little ill or under the weather, you can stop right here in Lura Manor for the Student Health Center. For MSU Inside Out, I'm Chris Price.
The MSU Student Health Center is open 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. In North Dakota, it's tough to find a winter pastime. Juan Vidal may have found the answer under the ice.
It's hard to do anything in the North Dakota outdoors with temperatures dipping below 0 degrees through most of the winter, making experiences like ice fishing unique to the region. A couple of friends and I decided to take on the challenge. We bundled up and hit the windy road. Our target species, the walleye. Our target location, Douglas Bay on beautiful Lake Sakakawea. Our first challenge was finding a spot.
On the way to the lake, I downloaded an app on my phone that had topographical maps of all the lakes in the U.S. We simply narrowed it down to our spot, chose the good depth, and here we are.
Once we have the spot, it's time to drill holes and set up our home away from home. Once you're up, it's time to start the heater and bait your hook.
It's cold and windy outside, but after we get our little house popped up, it's quite cozy. I'm in my sweatshirt. The next step is baiting the hook. So we're going to go ahead and take our little jig here. We're going to choose our minnow very carefully, the liveliest one. I'm going to hook it right behind the head here. Grab my rod. Drop it down the hole. And just like that, we're fishing.
Not long after baiting our hooks, we got into the fish.
And we got one here. Sometimes nature gives you luck, but we're going to let him go.
And another.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Nice.
That's a keeper. Oh, yeah.
We fished into the night and came home with 5 in the bucket. A successful day in my book. I'm Juan Vidal reporting for MSU Inside Out.
With the weather warming up, be sure to check the ice, especially before you drive on it. 3 inches is good to walk on, and 10 inches is good to drive on. Well, the weather hopefully warms up. How about that?
We're 2 days into spring, and we're talking about ice fishing. That's not supposed to happen.
I know,
Kyle.
right?
All right, thanks, Kyle.
No problem.
Joining me here now is MSU alumni and now very busy gal, Jasmine Wolff, an organizer of what we call Minot Fashion Week, coming up in about 2 weeks.
Sure, yeah.
Thanks for joining me, Jasmine.
Thank you.
Minot Fashion Week, this started about 6 years ago to raise awareness for Pangea House, correct? And to raise funds for charities, right?
Yep, we started basically to create another outlet, another artistic outlet for different sorts of people, and so we didn't want to just do music anymore, and so we tried to branch out a little bit and do some fashion as well.
Okay, so in your 6th year, you're almost coming up on a decade. That's pretty cool.
That's weird. Yeah.
Are you doing anything new this year? Anything that you want to kind of tell us about?
Well, this year, Ike Heating Furniture decided to donate some chairs, some corner chairs for us, and so we have an opportunity to both decorate them in any way we want to match our designs as well. And so this year we have an auction, and it just went up today, and so you can go online to minotfashionweek.com and you can start voting on which one you like the best, and then also go ahead and purchase that if you would like.
Now you can see these chairs downtown, right, at Sweet and Flower?
We're kind of rotating right now. So right now I believe they're in the Salon 18 windows. They're going to rotate to Sweet and Flower and to Souris River Brewery as well.
And you have about 2 weeks before that comes to a close on April 6th, the night of the event.
Yep,
right?
yep.
So when you get finally to April 6th, when it all comes to fruition, if you will, what's your ultimate goal?
Our ultimate goal has always just been to create a night for people of looking for a little bit of culture in Minot, perhaps something a little bit different than the bars or your normal music event. And so we just want them to come out, have a good time. And we also want to raise money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. That's what our charity is this year.
That's your pick this year. How'd you guys decide on your charity?
I think everyone has someone in their life who suffers with a little bit of depression or has been sad at one point in their life. And so this is just an opportunity for us to give some money and maybe even our time to a cause that I think everyone can kind of get behind.
Yeah, that's an excellent cause. You guys are doing great work over there.
Thanks.
Now, 5 years have already come and passed. How have you guys kind of evolved, and how have you seen this become what it is now?
It's become a pretty big event. A lot of people in town have now heard about it, and so we had to grow. We had to start having the event in bigger places, and I think it still has the heart of it, the most important part of it, which is downtown folks and highlighting local talent. But it just has a little more, I guess, more access. People see it more and come out, so that's exciting, I guess.
Now you said local talent. All the designers are from Minot mostly, or at least they live here now, correct?
Yep, all of us are from here this year.
And you have both designers that have done this for all 5, now going on 6 years, and then you have some new designers, right?
Yes, we have new designers. We, like I said, we're growing, but we don't want to grow so much that we don't make it accessible to all kinds of people. So we have some budding designers who don't know much about sewing, who are having their first crack at it, and then there's a few of us that have been here for a while. And yes. So we have a wide gamut, a wide array of talent to showcase.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jasmine. Once again, that's Minot Fashion Week. The big night is April 6th, but it's starting already. You can go to minotfashionweek.com, correct? .com?
Yep, .com.
.com, and you can bid on these chairs. Fantastic chairs, redesigned by area artists. So check out minotfashionweek.com, and then April 6th, go to the event. Coming up on MSU Inside Out, we're going to have an interview with a gentleman named Wyatt Colby. He's a reigning champion of, well, beards. And then sports with Shane Court. He'll give us the lowdown on the softball and baseball team from the weekend. And then Juan, he's going to hit us with the weather.
We're still recovering from last week's spring break snowstorm. It doesn't look like we're going to have much relief within the next couple days. We'll have all the details coming up later on in the show.
Thank you to our underwriters.
MSU Red and Green, Minot State University's weekly newspaper.
Nice Impressions for all your printing and marketing needs, where you will meet nice people and will be impressed with your printing.
MSU Theater, we strive to be vigilant.
Minot State University Athletic Department, Go Beavers.
MidwestOilJobs.com, find your dream job in the Bakken.
Me Mexico, located at 301 40th Avenue Southwest, authentic Mexican cuisine.
I Keating Furniture World, where exciting things are always happening.
Fiance Bridal, located downtown Minot, and now you can shop online.
Digital Office Center, Minot's Xerox headquarters.
KIZZ-FM, Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
97 Kicks FM, today's hot new country.
KZPR-FM, Minot's rock station, 105.3 The Fox.
KMXA FM, Minot's best music mix, Mix 99.9.
KCJB-AM, 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Walmart on South Broadway for tremendous opportunities and growth.
Sodexo for food service and catering, located in Minot State University.
Minot State University Art Department, featuring galleries across the Minot State campus.
NDAD, help for people with disabilities and health challenges.
Welcome back to, well, we're back here on MSU Inside Out. Good first start to the show, but we have plenty more coming up, Jamie.
Yeah, and also a good start to the season for the baseball and softball teams. I know over spring break, they experienced a lot of success, actually.
14-1 for the softball team.
Yep, and so we actually have a couple of baseball and a couple of softball players over at the Dome with Thomas. So let's go ahead and go live to the Dome right now with Thomas.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with two of our ladies softball members, Maribel Casillas and Allie Sagan. Thank you, ladies, for being here. As well as two of our men's baseball team members, Jordan Gilmore and Doug Richter. Thank you again for being here. So I'm going to start off with you, ladies. You're on a very fast start so far. You're 18-1. You're killing it. You went undefeated in Florida as well. Can you tell me what is contributing to the fast start?
I would have to say we have a really strong pitching staff right now, and our bats are coming along very well, so I think that's what's holding us up really well right now.
How do you feel that you guys have grown since last year and became a powerhouse this year?
Well, I'm actually new this year, but from what I've heard, this team has had its best start it's had in its past seasons. This year is the best start we've had coming out right now.
Can you tell me, what is your overall goal for this year?
Honestly, make it a nationals. That's our overall goal right now.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ladies. All right. We'll get over to the guys now. You guys are having a little different track. You started off with a really fast start, but you ended up dropping the last two. What do you think has contributed to the recent stumble?
You know what? I don't think, other than the last two games, I think we've stumbled, but, I think the only thing that we got to come to the ballpark ready to go every game. We're a scrappy team. We know that, we've had the experience against the conference team, so I think if we show up to the ballpark ready to go, it'll be a dogfight no matter who we play.
Can you tell me what was your mindset coming into the season, and what do y'all expect to get out of the season?
Well, we just came in expecting to scrap, expecting every game to be tough, and we're playing like it to the best of our abilities. And overall, our goal is to just make that conference tournament and make some noise when we get there.
Okay, all right. Now, y'all been playing really well in both winning and losing efforts. What do y'all can say that's going to help y'all finish the season with a strong start? What do y'all think y'all need to do, or some of the tasks y'all set for yourselves?
Well, like I said, just come to the ballpark ready to go, ready to fight every single game. There's none of these teams in the conference are ready to just give us wins, and the same thing for us. So it's going to be a dogfight every day. So we got to just show up every day and fight to the best of our abilities.
Okay, thank you. Now we're going to get back onto the ladies' side. Now, as you said, reason why y'all have your recent success was due to a lot of pitching. Now, your pitcher Mandy Greensburg has won 2 awards already. So, what advice have y'all been giving her in the locker room?
I've just been telling her to go out there and do her thing. She honestly is a very humble person, and she knows what to do to get it done. And we just know we just got to be there behind her 100%.
Okay. And what about you? What are some of the personal goals you feel you set for this season?
Some personal goals? Say to take my role on at shortstop, coming in as a new player and filling that role very well, and then getting my bat going to help out the whole lineup.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. And I'm going to move on to a little more personal topic now. you are a senior this year, and this is your last year. What are some of your plans for the future beyond sports and athletics?
I would like to continue my education somewhere in Long Beach to get my master's, but I would also like to join the academy somewhere back home in California and continue from there.
Okay. And what are some of your personal goals you set for yourself?
Well, finishing up school here.
Thank you all for being here. And now back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Thomas. I'm here with Wyatt Colby, two-time Beardstock beard competition winner. You won't really be able to tell that you were a beard competition winner looking at you now.
Oh yeah, you know, the beard got too big, you know, and friends kept mocking me about it. I'm just like, you know, if it got any longer, I'd just be too awesome to hang out with you. So I had to shave it, you know.
Well, I guess that's one way to get you here. But yeah, I barely recognized you the first time. I actually have a picture of him, so if we could just get a shot of that over here.
Yeah, I'm sorry it was in black and white.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure if it was in color, it might scare a couple people. How long did you grow the beard out for?
I started on November 1st for No Shave November, and then I kept going until March 2nd.
Wow, that is a long time to grow it out.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I guess I really wouldn't know, but I know Beardstock is actually a music festival. What is the connection to beards? Like, why is there a beard competition?
Well, it's not just a music festival, it's also a charity event, and we find that a good way to draw crowds and raise donations for charity is through music, because everyone loves music, you know. We have local amateur bands, like kind of like with the Pangea House, how they put on performances. We get a lot of just local amateur bands that play, and we have free will donation for the bands, and it went from 3 to 11 this weekend, or last weekend when it took place. And what it's all about is just trying to get local members, like from the area, from Minot, to connect with local bands and to get them aware of the cause of homelessness. I mean, how it's everywhere, even in Minot.
Yeah,
you know?
And homeless people definitely have beards, so I guess that's a good, a connection there. But yeah, great cause. How exactly is the winner decided?
Usually we try to have judges, but this year we went by just people's choice, a cheering contest, if you will. Usually it's decided, you know, who's got nice beard, like thickness, length, you know, coloring, I guess, how old you are, how long you've had it.
Okay, so like just get all your friends there cheering for you?
Yeah, I guess. Anyways, but my friend Dan Hansen, the guy who puts it on, is just a big fanatic of beards anyway, so I mean...
He's the guy with the big red beard, right?
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't miss him.
Yeah, is he kind of a little bit jealous of you? Because I know he entered in it 2 years ago, because I was actually there to witness your...
Yeah, he gets a little jealous sometimes. Not really. He's a pretty good sport about it, and yeah, he just really has this passion to help the community. And we raised over it's still in counting, but we raised over $2,000 for the homeless this year. Yeah.
Is that for the Homeless Coalition of Minot?
Yeah, exactly. And so we still have, I think, some T-shirts available, and we have a website on Facebook. And if you want to check it out, it goes on year-long, you know.
Oh, okay. So. Do you plan on entering the competition again next year?
Probably, if it's for a good cause, I guess, you know.
For a good cause.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys can go ahead and check it out on Facebook. And thank you so much for joining me, and congratulations on your two-time champion of Beardstock beard competition.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Another competition that's going on around campus has been baseball and softball. I know had some tough competition over spring break, Shane, right?
What a great start for the softball team so far. They were down in Florida and did really well, which I'll get into right now. It has been a great start to the season for the Minot State softball team as they went undefeated over the spring break. The Lays played 10 games in total, winning all of those games and extending their winning streak to 15, while their season record went to an impressive 18-1. What was even more impressive about the 10 games was that they outscored their opponents 62-11, as their pitching staff only allowed more than 1 run once. That pitching staff was led by senior Mandy Greenberg, who had an unbelievable week as she registered a 5-0 record with 2 saves, a .42 ERA, and 56 strikeouts. With these type of stats, it was not a surprise that she was selected as the Louisville Slugger NFCA Division II National Pitcher of the Week. It was the first National Weekly honor for softball and the first national honor for Minot State as a member of NCAA Division II. For the season, Greenberg is 9-0 with a .26 ERA, 3 shutouts, and 100 Ks. She is second in the country in ERA and second in the nation in strikeouts per 7 innings at 12.8. Minot State is scheduled to begin its first Northern Sun Conference games at the University of Mary March 26 for a doubleheader. The first game of the doubleheader is scheduled to begin at 2. The Minot State baseball team went 5-5 on their spring break trip to Tucson, Arizona, bringing their overall record to 8-6 on the season. The Bears had notable wins against Southwest Minnesota State, St. Ambrose University, and Wayland Baptist University. Minot State's pitching was the bright spot for the team as freshman Jesse Gertson went 2-1 on the trip, allowing just 5 earned runs over 17 2/3 of an inning. His ERA is right now at 2.55 and leads the team in that category. As for the hitting, the Beavers were led by senior Mitch Olson, who had an 11-game hitting streak snapped in the second last game of the road trip. He is right now ranked 4th in batting average in the NSIC with an average of .412. He also has 16 RBIs with 8 doubles and a slugging percentage of .569. The baseball team was supposed to be back in action this weekend as they were set to open conference play against Concordia St. Paul University. Unfortunately, those games have been canceled due to bad weather and field conditions. The Bears will look to open conference play next weekend against Minot State University. The basketball season may be over for the Minot State women's basketball team, but still one Beaver had a major accomplishment during the year. Sakara Molina was able to accumulate over 1,000 points in 4 years as an MSU athlete. Francesca DeAngelis has more on the story.
Sakara Molina has dedicated her last 4 years playing basketball here at Minot State University. She has had many accomplishments, one recently being 1,000 points in her career. Not only is Minot State very happy for her, but also her small town back in Montana.
My community is very happy. They've sent me articles and stuff, and they save articles for me all the time, so they've always been watching me throughout the years, and they're also happy that I got to play college ball because they know as well that was my life goal.
Only 12 players at Minot State have reached their 1,000 points in their career. But for Molina, she has started history by being one of 2 players to accomplish this goal at the Division II level.
The fact that I have broken this record, I've been a pretty solid player, I feel like throughout the years, and I got to play a lot, so that's all I wanted to do is play, and they're happy for me.
Coming from a small town in Hinsdale, Montana, Molina's face brightens up when asked about her community's support.
My community is my biggest fan, and so is my family, so it's awesome to go home and they're updated on my stats and the games, and they ask me about it, so it's cool to have those conversations with them.
Congratulations to Molina's success at MSU. Hopefully more athletes like Molina are on the road to becoming a Beaver in the near future. I'm Francesca DeAngelis, reporting from MSU Inside Out.
The ladies finished their season with a 13-14 record, losing in the first round of playoffs to Augustana College. So what a great accomplishment Sakara Molina had there. I mean, over 4 seasons, great commitment, and she is just a really good player.
Yeah, very few people love the game the way that she did. I know that, so congratulations to her.
Athlete.
Thank you, Shane.
No problem.
Well, Jamie, it's spring.
It is. You wouldn't be able to guess it.
Not when you're negative 20 degrees in the morning of wind chill. Juan, what the heck is going on?
Well, the sun is doing its job. We're getting about 12.5 hours of daylight, and it's lighting up this. It's warming up the roads, it's warming up the sidewalks and the rivers, but the air temperature is just not doing what we need it to do. Let's go over here and take a look at the MSU Inside Out Weather Center.
Bye.
All right, right now we have Minot is about 9 degrees. It's cloudy. Wind east at about 14 miles an hour. Feels like -7. As I said, we got about 12 hours of daylight. Sunrise at 7:45 and sunset at 8 o'clock. In fact, we have some flood warnings issued today for the Fargo area and for the Minot area, but that's going to be some area flooding in fields. Over on Friday, looks like we have a very nice day coming over here in the east. Grand Forks at 22, Fargo at 24. Still not the target temperatures we'd like to be, but it's looking a lot better than the west over here, where we're expecting snow in Minot, Williston, Dickinson, and Bismarck, with the highs around mid-20s to about the low 30s. Looking at Friday night, we're still going to see snow over here in the west. Williston at 30%, Dickinson at 20%. Minot's also at 20%. It's going to be a little cold in the north, 9 and 10 degrees for Williston and Minot. And over here in Grand Forks and Fargo, it's still going to be a pretty cool night. Let's look at Saturday. Tim's Grand Forks, as just like before, 29 in Fargo as well. Partly sunny, but then once we go back over here to the west, there's going to be lots of snow again. Minot, 30% chance. Bismarck, 20% chance. Low to mid-20s for the temperatures. And looking at Saturday night here, where Minot's going to be at 8, Williston 8. Very, very cold for our second day of spring. 20% chance of snow in Minot, Williston, and Dickinson now. So Bismarck's going to get excluded from the snow from the previous couple days. Grand Forks is going to stay snowless at 15 and 17 degrees. Let's go ahead to Sunday temps. High 20s to mid 30s in Grand Forks and Fargo. Things are trying to warm up. 25 in Bismarck, 22 in Minot, but of course we're expecting that snow, 20% for Williston, Dickinson, and Minot. Let's go ahead to the extended forecast. It looks like the snow is going to break on us a little bit, and we might have some nice days coming. So Monday at 23, sunny, low of 6, 24 on Tuesday, low of 11, Wednesday 28, low of 12. And so as I was saying, we have lots of, the only bright shining thing we have in the next couple days is that we're not going to have much. We're not going to have much snow. We're looking at less than an inch for just about every day.
Wow! So delivering the kind of good news today, but our heat wave being 28 degrees. It's the 21st of March now. When's spring coming? Juan, June?
I wish I could speak for Mother Nature, but I'm going to guess 2 weeks from now. How does that sound?
All right. Well, let's hope we don't flood, I suppose. All right. Thanks, Juan.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Well, Jamie, that was another successful show, if I do say so myself.
That's a very good show.
Right, a couple of things. Right now in the Beaver Dam, you can actually cast your ballots for SGA officers.
Oh, that's the 25th and 26th, I thought it might.
Oh, is that next week?
Yep, it's next week.
What do I know?
Dam. But, yeah, so that's next week. Let's go ahead and go out with the song of the day, which is Right Down the Line with Bonnie Raitt.